Ah, hello world. 8th of September, brand new week. Just got rid of the little lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse. Hopefully it was as relaxed as I suggested it would be. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, today, 8th, it's still a very powerful moon, but it's now a waning moon, and it's an Aries moon. And it's a happy moon because it's, what is he? He's sextile Pluto. Someone's coming along here, so I might have to take a breather in a second. But effectively, we have a happy Aries moon, very empowered, connected to Pluto, positively rebuilding, getting a shitload done on a Monday. Like, you want to nail this week on one day, which happens to be the first day of the week. Here is your day. Simple, uncomplicated. Get everything done, or at worst, get everything aligned at the beginning of the week. Monday. Nail it. And move forth progressively with all the shit complete. Oh, beautiful Tuesday. Tuesday the 9th. This is super cool. Super cool. Venus quincunx. 150 degrees apart, the quincunx. Always positive, very progressive, unless it involves Saturn, and then it's a destructive life force. But it's not Saturn, it's Venus. Love and money, number one, but it's quincunx, the north node of destiny. Hold on, snapshot, just a minute, major alert, soulmate. It's not often you get like kind of 2 soulmate days, like back to back weeks type thing. Now this is freaking awesome, positive, energized, Aries moon, Venus. This is absolute love. This is a day when it's quincunx, when Venus is quincunx, the north node of absolute destiny. The north node can impact like your location, your love, your soulmate, your career. It impacts everything. It is destiny. It is the Western natal chart point of destiny. Where is your north node? So when the north node is in play and it's positively aspected and it's fucking Venus or money, right? Any financial contractions today, Tuesday night, absolutely sign your life away, my friends. No stress. But ultimately, even though it's a Tuesday night and you already will have planned to, I don't doubt, you know, you probably already bought the bucket of popcorn lined up, I don't know, 88 episodes of Friends thinking it's a Tuesday night. I'm not going out anywhere. Well, fuck that. Get your grab rags on. In fact, hammer, absolutely hammer online dating forums on Monday. Just chuck yourself out there. Get yourself a hot day on Tuesday, because that Tuesday, the 9th of September, that is screaming for you to do anything other than stay in. Or someone who you've been on a date with and you thought, I kind of, in hindsight, rather like them, invite them round for dinner on Tuesday with your signature dish center stage. Fucking rock and roll day is Tuesday the 9th of September. Destiny, heart aligned. Well, it's just a very, very, I don't know where the week's going to end up. By the way, I'm in, just for the record, this amazingly ornate gate here. I'm in Italy. I am visiting my girls, as 'twere, and this is a little place nearby. It's a palazzo, and it's beautiful, and it just defines Italy. And in front of me, I'm looking at the Alps, and oh, it's just awesome. Am I looking at the Alps? Probably got the wrong mountain range. It's a mountain, geographically. Not happening today, Mr. Fox. Right, now, today, another great day. This is Sun conjunct the Moon's South Node. In Western astrology, in a natal chart, there are 24 South Node, North Node journeys. You can go from the first house to the 7th, or the 2nd to the 8th, or the 8th to the 2nd, or the 1st to the 7th, or the 7th to the 1st, etc., etc. These are 24 North destiny lines. Now, the South Node is where you came from in a previous incarnation and where you start your life on this journey. And the North Node is where you're heading. So if you arrive in the 6th house, well, you're heading to the 12th house. Stuff like that. But the South Node is your past. And when it's Sun, essence of you, conjunct the South Node, what it's saying is reunion. Reunion with your past. I'm not one for the past. I'm absolutely future boy. I live in the future. Barely in the present, definitely in the future. Ain't no interest in the past. But there are occasions, Sun conjunct South Node, even I may succumb to the Sun conjunct South Node. It's very, very powerful. It's reunion. It's a reunion or a sort of reconnection with really cool shit that's gone down in your past and the people associated with those events. So anyone who you think, yeah, they were great times. They were great times. And although I've moved on, I'm in the future, blah, 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 I wouldn't mind just dipping my toes back into those hello, heady days. Heady days, H-E-A-D-Y. Just dip my toes back there, just like, what you doing? It may be a Wednesday night. Even if you like connect online, over the phone, whatever, and then put something in the diary, is the day to do it, Wednesday, 10th of September. A past life, like in this lifetime, occurrence that you absolutely wallowed in, loved it, kind of occasionally think about, and just think, I wouldn't just mind getting a hit of that. I could do with that. Wednesday 10th. Make the connection to the past. Howdy-doody. Thursday 11th of September. Just spent the last 5 minutes extricating a little fly who just went yum, just straight into my right eye and basically settled in for the night. It was getting very, very comfortable. So we just had a little, little fisticuff, and I encouraged him to leave his boudoir, and now we're back on the straight and narrow. But all I did was I took my literally that fly was waiting. I took my glasses off, and the moment I took my glasses off, boom, straight in. Unbelievable. Right, now I digress. Thursday 11th of September, moon in Taurus, rock solid day, right? And it's a fairly simple day because it's an emotionally stable day. It's a waning moon, it's a Taurus day, it's an emotionally stable day. And there's only one little indicator, which is the fact that it is square, this very strong Taurus moon. It's square all day long, right the way through to midnight, Greenwich Mean Time, Leo. Now, what this says, very, very simply, is if you allow your ego to succumb to itself, or you allow your ego to be offended in the most dramatic and over-the-top fashion, today, you're an idiot. You are the fool, right? Because when Taurus is square that moon, it's saying to all Leos, particularly Leos, actually, it will affect you Leos. So you really need to kind of just keep on the right side of Fury Leos and your opposite sun sign of Aquarius. But for the rest of us, the Leo is associated with ego, and if you allow your ego to take center stage, today you will be slapped, battered asunder by the rest of us, who will be looking at you and thinking, what a futile, pointless human being that individual you are. Rein in the ego, control, manage the ego. On Thursday, the 11th of September. Most uncomplicated, but it could be damaging if your ego takes control of the 11th of September. Friday the 12th. Friday 12th of September. Well, we really are dipping our toes into the past this week, because today we have another reunion past kind of scenario. It's Mercury conjunct. Is it Mercury conjunct? Remind myself with my notes down here. Yes. Mercury conjunct the South Node, which I mentioned earlier on. I explained the nodes early on. So it's Mercury conjunct the South Node. The South Node is where you came from. It represents the past. And I've already said this week, I'm a future boy, and we should all be future boys and girls, right? Just live in the future, at the present, at the very, very least. There's this theory that you must always live in the present, stay in the present. Move on from the past. Don't look to the future because you can't control it. You can't control anything in this life. It's up there. It's the ethereal realm that controls everything. So the fact that someone says, oh, don't go to the future, don't look to the future, you can't control it. You're not in control of jack shit every single second of every single day. So on this occasion, you are allowed to go to the past, courtesy of Mercury, because Mercury is like the modern iteration of Mercury is networking. This Mercury conjunct the South Node is basically saying absolutely crack on with a heady, wild old reconnection with some old flames, some old mates, and just literally just say, we're going to pick a destination, we're going to buy a vat of something, and we are just going to reminisce like it's going to be great. Don't care where it goes, don't care where it leads. Hey, if we even end up in the sack like we did 25 years ago, we won't tell anyone. It's that kind of shit, right? I'm not encouraging a whole host of, clandestine events. I'm just saying it's that kind of mindset. Keep it simple, hitch up with the past, bring in a bar of some description, and just run with it. And you know why I got to do that? Because it's fucking Friday. And that's what you do on a Friday. Have the greatest joy. Don't fucking stay in. Jesus, honestly, I'm going to have this day down as probably the most positive week we've had all year. It's phenomenal. I mean, I haven't seen Sunday yet, so Sunday may be a complete shit show. But so far, absolute rock and roll. Loving this week. This is Sun and Mercury conjunct Jupiter. That's fucking awesome. It's a Saturday night. Sun, essence of you. Mercury, communication, networking. Jupiter, luck, good fortune, bountifulness, joy, happiness, excitement. Fuck me, it's some kind of day. It's some kind of day. This is everything about Saturday. 13th is screaming, right? Plan nothing, do no work, gather your friends, gather your closest, gather your nearest and dearest. Just have an absolute rock and roll time. In fact, wake up 9 o'clock and let the party commence. Honestly, it's that kind of day. Let the party commence on Saturday the 13th. It's awesome. If you're getting married, if you have a huge party planned, any events that are planned for Saturday, I'm hoping the weather will oblige, of course, as always. But if you have an event planned, if you have any kind of connection planned with Sun and Mercury conjunct Jupiter on Saturday the 13th, fucking well done. Well planned. You've nailed it. Because whatever the weather does, and you never know, the energy is magnificent. I'm going to leave it with the marriage, or actually your first hot date. Wow, great day for a first hot date. What a day for a first hot date. Wonderful day to get married, really. To be honest with you, it's quite a cool day to get divorced because then you can just go out and celebrate. It's just a great Saturday. I'll be playing. I will be freaking playing somewhere in Italy. There'll be an old dragon doing a light fandango. Thank you, children, in the background. We made it. Hurrah! Well done, one and all. Sunday, 14th of September. It's an interesting one because you've got two moons. You've got a Gemini moon for the most part up until about 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and then you've got a Cancerian moon. Now, the Cancerian moon in the evening, pretty cool, pretty chilled. Happy moon, waning moon, where it wants to be. Up until 6 p.m., you've got a Gemini moon, which is like, the mad moon, the doolally moon, which never switches off. It's just like, shut up. That kind of moon. And it's square Saturn, which means really it could be a communication breakdown day up until about 6 p.m. right? So because when the Gemini moon, which it struggles to communicate with itself, let alone anyone else. So when the Gemini moon is in play and it's opposite Saturn, who wants everything to be controlled and structured and clear and concise, the two just don't get on. So if you're trying to negotiate something or trying to work something out or trying to understand one another up until 6 p.m. on Sunday, and at some point you turn around to the one you love so much and say, I don't understand the fucking thing you're saying. Shut up. One more chance. Explain to me what the is that? It's that. You just don't get it. you sort of love each other and you know you should get on with each other because you love each other so much. But that Gemini moon sitting opposite Saturn is creating the great Led Zeppelin's communication breakdown up until 6 p.m. And then after that, you'll give each other the most wonderful hug. You may do something more intimate than that, and you'll be like, what was all the fuss about? And there it is. Another week where the universal kingpins up there have provided us with an absolutely beautiful week for the most part. So, as always, I will always apologize for my presentation because I'm doing all my social media at present. So right now I'm in Italy, so I'm kind of chilled. But I'm exhausted because technology blows many a fuse in this Virgo moon's life. But hopefully you're putting up with everything that I present and deliver. It's in its unedited form. It's what it is, but you're getting the knowledge. I'm hoping that's not, and you get an Italian gate, a beautiful ornate gate this week, so it's not all bad. Anyway, there is a reason why I'm doing my own social media, because I want it to be sort of pure. I believe in the purity of knowledge. I don't matter whether it's I've got a wonderful friend called Venetia, a nutritionist, absolutely adore her, listen to everything she says, and I say nothing because I want her knowledge. That's what I want. I'm stunned, right? Knowledge is key, so hopefully the pure form of makes it easier to understand. That is it. It's a two-way gig. I always say it's a two-way gig because I freaking love social media, the interaction, and I always say, tell me where you're coming from because I love that. And also, always tell me because when you move around, and if I'm on holiday in Italy, then it knackers the Instagram algorithm. So tell me, it's really helpful to me. I was getting you last week, but this week I'm not getting you. You're not in my feed. That would be really helpful feedback. So if I'm regularly in your feed, and I arrived here about a week ago, and then like this week I wasn't in your feed, tell me. Very, very helpful, so I can work out how to correct that. Now, two-way gig. So please subscribe and continue to follow, and tell me when you're unhappy, and you do, right? Because I want you to have everything that you desire. For now, and until next week. Moi. No, not moi. I mean, what the fuck? What am I? Some sort of like, I don't know, aging actor? No. Until next week, from Italy. Ciao.